Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffrey back with another video. All right, it is Monday, Motivational Monday, however I say it. And I'm gonna touch on a subject here that's dear to my heart because I was going through this, and I see other people going through this as well. And I'm still working on my life, y'all. So definitely, I'm not perfect, as I tell y'all every time. I'm not perfect at all. God has just brought me over a lot of things, trials and tribulations. Y'all know about my 35 years of depression and low self-esteem and just thinking I'm less than a human being for about 35 years of my life. So I realized when God just brought me out of that, it's just like he spoke to me, and I was even to myself. All I was doing is going through life existing. I wasn't living and enjoying life because of that. And I talk to a lot of people on the phone going through this situation. Another common denominator that people have is they just going through life existing. They're not enjoying life. Life is too short, like I tell people. They're not living life. They're not enjoying life. And I'm gonna give y'all 6 steps that I've come up with that really helped me to get to the level of just enjoying life every day the sun comes up, how to enjoy life. I think if you put these 6 steps that I experienced, and this is things I've been to and I've noticed to do, you can just, everything, if you do these 6 steps, I promise you, your life will be enormously different in the next months, weeks, days, weeks, months, and years to come. I'm a living witness to it. So let's get into it. Number 1, it's going to sound weird. It's going to sound crazy, but you got to get into nature. I don't mean go out in the woods and go camping for a week. I mean get into nature. What I do on a daily basis, first thing I do, if I'm in here in KATY or I'm in Dallas, my house in Dallas, I go outside, don't take my shoes off, walk in the grass bare feet. Number 1, it demagnetizes your body. Your feet are not, we are not designed, if you really want to get down in scientific terms, we're not designed to walk around with shoes on cement. The world's not designed that. It's not really supposed to be that. We're the only species to walk around with shoes on in cement. You're supposed to walk around barefoot in the grass. It demagnetizes your body. You ask any doctor this. That's what I do every morning. I walk outside in my grass, barefooted. I might just, I might do it 10, 30 minutes if I'm depending on what I'm doing. Then I'll sit down. I got a patio table here and in Dallas. I'll sit down. I have trees in my backyard. I have trees in my front yard on purpose. I listen to the birds. I love listening to the birds because the birds give you a sense of how free the birds are. It is amazing. Sometimes I sit on my front porch in my front yard. I have squirrels that I love. I have 3 of them live in my oak tree in my front yard, and I feed them peanuts all the time. Only thing, they drop the hulls everywhere. They're not clean squirrels, but they just eat the peanuts. A lot of times they fill their jaws up. I really watch them and take them somewhere and hide them or dig them for winter or whatever they do. But I have 3 squirrels that literally live in my house, not in my house, in my front yard in my oak tree, and they pick up all the acorns. I love them because all them acorns that fall out of my oak tree in the fall, they pick every one of them up. So I don't have to walk in my front yard and step on the acorn because that hurts. I like going to the lake. Y'all see, just sitting at the lake. I don't even have to fish, watching the ducks, just listen to the air, breathing pure oxygen. You need to get outside, get out of the house, get out of the apartment, and get in nature. It's amazing what you will, how you can just take a look at the freedom and life from a different perspective. Another thing I love to do, I don't do it a lot. My friends, when they kids was kids, we would take hikes, long hikes in the woods. We used to go to Sam Houston State Park, or we go to Lake Livingston, and they got like hikes that last 2 hours. You hiking in the woods. It's a trail. But just to show them how to enjoy nature, you might see a possum, you might see a raccoon. We never saw any snakes and things like that. Squirrels, rabbits, different kind of birds. Just enjoying nature, the freedom of nature, and how the other, it's amazing how it was so peaceful. You forget about everything. I'm telling you, when I'm at Mary Jo Peckham, when I do my lives, and even I'm not doing lives, I'm there 3 or 4 days a week. And it's a park in Dallas I go to. I've been going there for years, and I'll sit there 1, 2 hours, and this time of year, I'll sit there 2 or 3 hours. I'll read a book. I just get on my iPad and read or whatever, and just, especially in the coolness, it's amazing. So do that. Get into nature. That's what I say. Number two, I say this all the time. Find what makes you happy, your hobby and your passion. And I'm not saying this as a point of starting your own business and stuff like that, because we get so caught up in the daily grind of going to work and doing this, we don't do things that we passionate about or have a hobby with. We've gotten away from, things that we used to do, but we stopped doing it because we had kids or we got married or we started a job and things like that. And the thing, we might love to sit down and crochet. You might love to sew. You might like to draw. You might like to paint. You might like to even ride horses when you was a kid. Get back to do that at least a couple of times a month. Do that. Have some me time and do something that you're passionate about and have a hobby with. It's amazing how if you can detach from your job or whatever, like I say, we get so caught up in life and through the years, you forgot what really, really makes you happy as you was growing up. Like I say, some people, you just get married, you have kids, you got the soccer practice, you got to take the kids here, you got church duty, you got church choir practice. All that's part of life. But sometimes you got to detach from that and enjoy what God has given you, which is called life. Because I tell y'all, and I see it so many times, life is too short to walk around and not, I say, enjoy yourself. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, number two, just find what makes you happy, get you a hobby, a passion, or whatever, and do it. Number three, travel. Y'all know how I am with travel. I love to travel. I'll be in Chicago tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get to that later on in after this here. I'm gonna get in Chicago. I love to travel, y'all. That's a passion. Y'all know I love Las Vegas. People say, well, why you like Las Vegas? You don't gamble. I do not gamble. I go to Las Vegas for three reasons. I love the diversity of Las Vegas. You got all kinds of people from all over the world congregate on Las Vegas. Number two, y'all know I'm a foodie. I love different kinds of foods, restaurants. Vegas have so many restaurants. You can never go to all the restaurants. You can go to Italy. You can go to France. You can go to all these different countries and eat the real authentic food at these hotels and stuff. It's absolutely amazing. When I go to Vegas, it's like I'm in a whole new world. I love it. And number three, I love to see all the beautiful hotels and lights and water. That just relaxes me. I love Las Vegas. That's my happy place. That's why I'm going 3 times this year to Las Vegas. But you don't have to go to places like that. When we was a kid, my dad, we didn't have a lot of money, of course, like that. When we went to Galveston, it was like the greatest thing in the world. Because we was from a small town. Oh, you're gonna go to Galveston. We used to go to Galveston maybe once every 2 years or whatever. State Fair, Texas. That was the thing. Why I'm hooked on State Fair, Texas. As a kid, we called it Dallas Fair. Dad would take. You don't have to go exuberant trips. Just get out. Go on the road and take a 2 or 3 hour drive, 4 hour drive. Go experience other things. Sometimes you can go and see other things. One time I went to Mexico. I used to go to Mexico all the time. On the border, where the individual just got caught. My friends were Matamoros, and we would go through there, and you see people living. I know this is not all Mexican neighborhood areas, but living in deplorable areas. There's some poor areas in Mexico that I saw that you drive by and you see people living in houses that made out of clay, had no windows in it, just a little sheet, and you could see the air kind of blowing back. They had no AC. And it gives you a perspective of your life, how good your life have it. Even though if you live in an apartment with air conditioning, that is you take for granted. Me and my coworker would say sometimes, you can go to the poorest, ravaged countries in the world, and you can be living on government housing, on the Section 8 housing, and that is luxury to those people living over there. But it gives you a different perspective on life. You're thinking you got it so bad, you got it so hard. You need to step out and go see other people that has it worse than you. And to give you a different perspective of how blessed and how good you do have it over here. Like I tell people, nobody's a bigger patriot than me. I love the United States of America. There's no other country greater than this country. And I'll say it in a minute. Some people go, oh, why you always? This is my country. The United States of America, nobody's close. I think, and I will attest to it, and I swear on about it, this is the greatest country in the world. We have it so good here. If you go to other countries and the way they treat it and the way they live, a lot of countries, you come here and people come from other countries here and say, man, y'all have it so awesome there. Y'all comparing to their country. So like I say, travel, go do other things, go see other things. Treat yourself. You don't have to get on a plane and fly somewhere without, because some people can't afford to do that. But you can get in the car, fill your car up, drive 2 or 3 hours, go to a museum, go to a lot of things are free. Like you see me go to San Antonio about 3 months ago. That's a completely free trip. Going to Alamo, that's free. Going to see the museums and stuff, that's free. Walking down the river walk, that's free. That's all free stuff you can do. Get away and do something. Quit sitting in the house. I know some people are homebound. That's something I made sure when my mama was last few years of her life, she was, kind of couldn't get around. She couldn't drive anymore. I made it my point to at least twice a month get my mama, let's go in the car. Sometimes she didn't know where we was going, but she was excited. My mama will be here this time. Y'all know how she is. She was always ready at the door, ready to go. We going here. We're going to the farmer's market. My mom loved to go and see things because she couldn't get out. We go to the country where she grew up. We, like I say, you go to just amazing things. Little things like that helped her. It really meant a lot to her. It meant a lot to me. I get to spend time with my mom. So get out and travel. Do some things. Don't sit around the house all day. Number 4, live honest with yourself and others. This is something I try to be with y'all. I'm not all roses and good with me all the time. Life happens with me sometimes. Because like I said, I just mentioned my mom, my mom passed away. I shared that with you. This past holidays, I was dealing with all this stuff. It just drive me crazy with social media, the comments, and I'm just almost about to give up. I lived that with y'all. I told y'all what I was going through. I didn't hide that and sugarcoat that with y'all. I have good days, and I have some days. I don't say I have bad days. I have some days that's not better than others. So yeah, with that point, be honest with yourself. You watch these people get on social media, watch people have all this false life that everything's so good and cherry and roses. It's not like that. You're gonna have ups and downs, ins and outs, the good and bad. But you need to celebrate all that and be honest with yourself. And that's part of living. That's part of life. You're going to have ups and downs. Because if you're thinking, life's going to be all good and no problem, you're lying to yourself. It's not like that. So once you're honest with yourself and you're honest with others, it's amazing how great your life can be. Like I said, I get up happy every day, but I'm not happy as some days than I'm others. Like right now, in March, it's horrible for me. I have allergies, bad. Nothing you can do for it. I take allergy medicine and all that. This pollen, I got a big oak tree sitting out in front of my house. My car that I leave out in the front is totally green. It is green. I can watch it one day. The next morning I wake up, it is green. There's nothing I can do about it. That's part of the spring. That's part of oak. Oak pollen drives me crazy. It's only 1 month of the year I have to deal with it. Other 11 months, I'm fine. Allergies don't bother me at all. Some people have allergies throughout the year. I have none. It's that oak pollen that kills me in this time of year. That's why I'm stuffy up right now while I got a clinic, because I got to get through March. And when that first really, really rain come, I'm fine. But that's just me. That's part of life, and I deal with it. So you got to live honest with yourself and others too. Number 5, do good. This one I stress all the time. Do good. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. It's one of the most fulfilling things when you do good for others. Do good for some people out there, like I say, is less fortunate than you. Go out there and help them. You know my hashtag, helping others with a purpose. Help somebody, old school soul food, helping others with a purpose. Just show some kindness. It's amazing how good you will feel. Don't do it for notoriety. I do things for others like you never see it on camera. Very seldom you see me on camera handing people food, getting people this. I don't do it for notoriety. I don't do it for publicity. This past November, when the news people came out and I was feeding the people in my neighborhood, I wasn't very, very happy about that. I didn't know who called them or whatever. I wasn't really, really happy about it. I was happy about it for my team was happy. I'm not here to get on TV. I'm not here to get on the radio. I'm not here to videotape me doing things like that. I'm not here to that. I'm building a foundation in dollars. Nobody's going to see it. Nobody's going to know where it is until it's completely done. Because I'm not doing it for publicity. When it's done and open, okay, this is this, this is this, is this. I'm doing that for a reason. People say, where are you building? Where it's going to be? I'm not letting anyone know. Only my team knows, and only the contractors and the architects only they know. I'm not doing this for no one. I'm doing this to help people, to do out of my goodness of my heart. I'm not doing this for people. Oh, look at Jeff, look what he's doing. No, I'm not doing that. Don't do it. Do things to help people and to make you feel good as a person inside, not for trying to show somebody what you're doing. Like I say, do good. When you do good, it gives you a purpose in life. I'm telling you, when you get up and do, it don't have to be nothing that's going to cost you a dime. I tell you, people, if you give people a kind word of encouragement, they can go a long way for somebody about to go commit suicide. You never know what that person is going through. That's why I tell people, always be kind. I have met 2 or 3 people. I didn't know they was old school soul food family members. I didn't have a clue. I didn't have no hat, no nothing on. They come up to me. I've had this happen many times. Are you Chef Jeff or whatever? And I was polite. One lady, I saw her in the meat market. I'm telling you, I was polite to this lady. How you doing? And I think I had my basket away. I'm moving back. Come on through, ma'am. How you doing today? Hope you're having a good day. And she knew by my voice, Jay, you're Chef Jeffrey. That's just the way I am and natural. I'm not trying to put on airs or nothing like that. I am polite. I try to do good every day to people because you never know what people are going through. You never know the situation they're in. You can, like I say, a kind word can go a long way, more than $1 million to some people. Okay, number 6. Oh, this is one I have to work on. This is the last one I put on there. Open your heart. This is something I had to struggle with even after my suicidal 35 years and dealing with stuff. This is the most difficult situation. Y'all know how I was with dating and relationships, and a few that I did have. I've been heartbroken so many times by ladies, and it closed me down like a Fort Knox vault. I had no trust, nothing in ladies because I think everyone's out to get me, and I had to so self-defeating. I'm still working on this, because I'm not completely defenseless. I still have my defense mechanism down because, like I say, is it me you want or what I have that you want? You got to be very careful with that. And I'm not naive to the situation. But it was like, I even have to catch myself to this when people approach me. Look, I got in my mind, in my spirit, and in my heart that I'm still not good enough for certain individuals in life. I'm just me, or whatever. And my brother, he tried to pump. He said, bro, you need to realize you're this, this, and this. He helped pump me up. Some of my friends have to pump me up because I'm still working on that part of my life. I'm not to that, but I'm still working on it. You say, oh, this. I'm just a regular person. I'm like, y'all hear me on video say I'm boring, I'm a goof, I'm a dork, and all that. I say that sometimes in a kidding manner, but sometimes I'm saying it for real because sometimes I see in the perspective me as that. It's like, all these situations I've been through, every one of them have been a failure. And after a while, you give up on that. Like, every time I try to do my part, because, I'm an old chivalry type guy. I'm the old school type thing, with taking ladies out, opening the door for them, being sweet to them, giving them nice gifts or whatever. And even now with the Me Too movement and stuff like that, you got to be very careful. As men, we had a class at my job because of this. They'll get you for sex harassment. So I've had on my job, I have did this. I seen a lady picking up something very heavy. Me as a gentleman, let me get that. Why you think? You don't think I can get that? I'm a woman. I'm just as strong as a man. I can get that. Okay. I've held a door open for a lady in a store one day. It was like 6 months ago. Got mad at me. I can get my own door. You think because I'm a lady, I can? It's a thin line. You don't know especially these days and time, what you can do, especially for as a man. I'm speaking on a man's perspective to a female, because you can't even tell them, oh, they're pretty, they have a nice. On the job, we was taught that can be sexual harassment. The lady can say you sexually harassing her. So there's still that definition with me. Is like, do I tell a lady that she's pretty, beautiful, that her hair is nice, her makeup is beautiful, her dress is nice? You have to be careful with that. So that's another defensive mechanism I have built up too, because I don't want it. You can say one thing in this society and you're dead. Your whole career, your whole job, everything is cancel. We have the cancel culture right now. One wrong thing is going. Michael Irvin, the Dallas Cowboys, going through that right now. If you do some research, he was nice to a lady, spoke to a lady, it's on tape. The lady say he sex harassed her. They took him off ESPN. Now they're in investigation with man. Now it's a big mess because the man would just say something nice. It's all on videotape. Just said something nice to the lady. I think maybe he tapped her on the shoulder or something. Just just how you doing? They trying to cancel this man off TV. So it's a thin line of what you can do, especially as a male professional. So I have to get away from the opening my heart. My heart is open, but you got to be very careful. So like I say, open your heart up to others to come in. You never know who you're gonna meet, never know who you're gonna shut out. Chip Jeff is working on that myself. So like I say, I pray every day, pray to God. God give me strength, and every month, every year, I'm getting a little bit better with that. Oh yeah, God, even the Bible says you should be evenly yoked. I know that. I know all the scripture. I know one day, Jeff Jeffrey, you're going to see on here, Jeff Jeffrey, this is my wife, this is my fiance or whatever. I have in the vision that's going to fix it happen. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I have it in the vision in my heart that's going to happen one day. So God is working on that for me. So that's the top 6 things that, like I said, I want y'all to not only exist in life, go through life existing, but enjoy life. Enjoy what they have, because you can be here today and gone today. You really can. Life is so precious, and a lot of people don't take it and run with it. Like I say, I live my life every day like it's my last, because I don't know when God gonna say, Jeffrey, that's it. Come on home. You're my true and faithful soldier, warrior. Come on home. I don't know when that's going to happen, but until then, I'm going to try to live my life according to his word as best way as possible. So anyway, I got a couple of things. Chicago, I'll be in Chicago tomorrow morning. I got a 5:15 a.m. flight in the morning. I'll be in Chicago 7:30 a.m. in the morning. Tomorrow is my birthday. If y'all done forgot, I've got 2 birthday cards already in the mail, maybe 3. I have to check. Which when I get back, I'll go through them. I might got some more in the box. I really appreciate it. I don't get a lot of birthday cards growing up, other than my mom and my dad and stuff like that. I didn't really have birthday celebrations, only my siblings. I mean, I don't even know what's it like to have a huge celebration party. I see some people have it. I say, one day I'm going to have a huge celebration party with 500-600 people in it. That would be awesome. But yeah, my birthday is tomorrow. I'll be 55. I can go to Denny's and get a discount. That's been my lifetime goal, to go to Denny's and get that 55-year-old get that discount for 55 years old. So that'd be a blessing. If God, like my mom used to say that, if God let me see tomorrow, I'll be 55. So I put it in her perspective. So I'll be in Chicago tomorrow through Thursday. I'm going to put this, it's not officially meet and greet, but if some people want to see me, I'm going to take a few items with me, just kind of give away. If I do run into some people in Chicago, got a lot of family members in Chicago. I'm going to be staying at High Regency downtown. Like everybody know that, right by the river or whatever. I'm going to be in the hotel lobby. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to put it on the community page, between 6 and 7 p.m. Wednesday, which would be the 15th. 6 to 7 p.m. I did that time because some people might don't want to go downtown. Maybe the traffic is going wrong about that time, because it's like in Houston, after 5 p.m., around 6 p.m., there's no lot of traffic downtown. But between 6 and 7 p.m., I'll just be hanging around the hotel lobby. Maybe I'll take an old school soul food hat on if you don't know what I look like and what everybody else or whatever. So I'll be in the hotel lobby between 6 to 7 p.m. for 1 hour. I'll hang around the lobby Wednesday the 15th. I'll be shooting a lot of footage. It's going to be excruciating cold. It's going to be 21 degrees tomorrow when I get off the plane. So I never experienced that much cold. Something I want to experience. I did some research what I need to wear. I got my gloves. I got my big jacket. I got my long johns. I got my hat to cover my ears and face, and I got everything I need. So we're going to see how this works out for me. So an old country boy out of the South going to Chicago during the winter, was that a good idea or what? But anyway, we're going to see. I'll be Monday tonight. I'll be live. I'll be here in my office. I'm not going to the late because I have to get ready for an early flight tomorrow morning. So I'll be live tonight between 5 and 6 p.m. right here in my office. 5 p.m. Central Time to 6 p.m. Central Time. I will be live tonight doing my Monday Night Live. And I'll probably be live maybe few minutes. I don't know how long when I'm in Chicago. I might do a live walking through there, depending on how cold. I don't know how much temperature these cameras can take in the cold. So I don't know how that works. I know if it get too hot, it cut off. So I don't know about the chill factor. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate each one of y'all. I'm still getting back. I talked to about 6 people last week on the phone and really tried to encourage people, help people, hear everything from encouragement to YouTube to different things. And I got a few more calls I need to return. If I don't catch you, please return my call back and leave a message. And leave your number slow. Some people so fast. Leave your number slow a couple of times because sometimes if the call ID erase it, the timestamp, I won't be able to call you back. So leave it if you don't get a call back because you done left the number too slow. And leave your name and what you're calling about. And I'll write that all down in my notes. So when I call you, I can say, is this such and such from such and such, and this is what you want to talk about, and we go from there. So anyway, I love each and every one of y'all. I appreciate y'all and appreciate your support, love and support. Like I say, I got the next 6 months. I got a lot of traveling to do, cooking also, but it's more traveling than cooking. I'll be taking y'all along each and every trip I go, and I'm gonna definitely be blogging and enjoying it too. Like I say, I know how to blog a little bit better every time I go, where it doesn't be a big burden to me. Cause I used to take all kinds of stuff when I used to blog. Now I can take, depending on what I'm doing or going, it doesn't take as much equipment with me. So depending on who's going with me. Sometimes we go along. Sometimes I take Dylan and Tyrone with me. So it depends or whatever. So anyway, I love y'all. Like I say, I want everybody to just enjoy life. Live life like you to the fullest, y'all. Life is too short. You just get up and live it. And take your family and friends with you. Let them live it with you too. If you got somebody that's on the same level as you and think the same like-minded or trying to get where you're trying to get, take them with you. It's even more funner, y'all. So anyway, let me close this video. If you like this video, please share, please comment, please subscribe, please follow my other social media accounts, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Remember the hashtag 2023. Just show some kindness. Old School Soul Food. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.